Nobody writes songs about the small stuff. Maybe they should. The way you send a song without a caption, just a link and nothing else, and somehow that says everything a paragraph couldn't hold. The corner table that we always end up at, not by plan, just by some quiet agreement. The waiter knows our order now, which is its own kind of belonging. I've been thinking about the unremarkable Tuesday when we walked home the long way without deciding. You were talking about something I wasn't fully following, but I was there, really there, in a way I forget to be most of the time. Nobody takes a photograph of this, nobody marks it on a calendar, but this is the stuff that makes a life feel like something. The song you sent at noon, the long way home on Tuesday, the coffee made the way I like it, without me having to ask, the laugh that happens before the joke is finished. These are the things I'll carry when the rest gets heavy. Small hours that held more than they knew. There's a playlist that we built across 2 years, one song added somewhere between the conversations, each one a small deposit in something neither of us named. You fall asleep in the middle of the movie every single time without exception, and I stopped minding somewhere along the way, started watching you instead. The light in your kitchen on a Sunday morning, the particular quiet of a day with nothing in it, two people just existing in the same unhurried air. I used to think the big moments were the ones that mattered. Turns out I was building my whole life in the margin. Nobody takes a photograph of it, nobody marks it on a calendar, but this is the stuff that makes a life feel like something. The song you sent at noon, the long way home on Tuesday, the coffee made the way I like it, without me having to ask, the laugh that happens before the joke is finished. These are the things I'll carry when the rest gets heavy. Small hours that held more than they knew. I don't need the grand gesture or the moment worth retelling, just the ordinary texture of a life that fits around you. The kind of comfort that arrives without announcing, the kind of love that doesn't ask you to perform it. The song you sent at noon, the song you sent at noon. Blank page, no corrections yet, just this. Rearranged the furniture last Tuesday, not because I needed it, just because I could. Just because the room had been the same shape for too long. Opened a notebook I've been saving for something worth writing down. Decided this was worth it, without knowing yet what this was. There's a particular feeling at the edge of a beginning, before the details arrive, before you know enough to be afraid of it. Just the open door and the light coming through, and the choice to walk toward it. I don't know what comes next, and for once that feels like the right answer. Not a question I forgot to solve. Just space, just room, just go. Something is starting in the way that quiet things start. Now with the bang, just a shift in the air, a different kind of morning. The same street looking new, like I changed and the world caught up. Somewhere between sleeping and deciding to begin. Call someone out the meaning to call. Said the thing I've been rehearsing for months, shorter than I practiced. Ain't it better that way? Turns out beginnings don't need as many words as the waiting does. Signed up for something I didn't know how to finish yet, which felt exactly right. You don't need to see the whole road, just the next step, lit up enough to take it. Ate breakfast slowly, which I never do. Tasted everything on purpose. Thought this is what it feels like to be somewhere you actually chose. I don't know what comes next, and for once, that feels like the right answer. Not a question I forgot to solve. Just space, just room, just go. Something is starting in the way that quiet things start. Now with the bang, just a shift in the air, a different kind of morning. The same street looking, ooh, like I changed and the world caught up. Somewhere between sleeping and deciding to begin. Every good thing I have started smaller than I expected, quieter than the version in my head. Just a Tuesday, just a decision, just a door I finally walked through without waiting to feel ready. Because ready never quite arrives. You just go and the going becomes the readiness. Something is starting in a way that quiet things start. Now with a bang, just a shift in the air, a different kind of morning. The same speed looking, ooh, like I changed and the world caught up. Somewhere between sleeping and deciding to begin. Just begin. That's all that's begin. No alarm today, nowhere to be. Just this. Woke up without a reason to rush. Lay there an extra 20 minutes, watching the ceiling do nothing, which is exactly what I needed it to do. Make coffee slow on purpose, measured it by feel instead of the spoon. Open the window to whatever temperature the morning decided to be. The city was already moving, I watched it from outside of it for once. Not behind or ahead of anything, just parallel, just here. There's a particular freedom in a day that doesn't want something from you, where the hours open up like rooms you can walk through without a reason. Not every good day needs a story, not every feeling needs a name. Sometimes the whole point is that there is no point, and that's exactly right. Nothing on the calendar, phone, somewhere I'm not, sun. Doing what the sun does, through the window I forgot to close. The kind of day that has nothing, gives everything back, wide open, and I'm in it, finally in it. Yeah. Walked somewhere where the destination ended up at a park I passed 100 times. Sat on a bench and watched the dog make friends with a stranger, like it was the easiest thing in the world. Bought something from a cart I never tried, ate it standing up, which made it better. Took the long way back because the short way wasn't going anywhere either. I didn't think about next week or the thing I said in 2019. or whether I'm becoming who I'm meant to become. Just the sun on the left side of my face, and the sound of the city being exactly as loud as it needed to be. Not every good day needs a story, not every feeling needs a name. Sometimes the whole point is that there is no point, and that's exactly right. Nothing on the calendar, phone, somewhere I'm not the sun, doing what the sun does. Through the window I forgot to close. The kind of day that asks nothing, gives everything back, wide open, and I'm in it, finally in it. I forget sometimes that this is allowed, a day with no return on investment, no growth, no progress, no version of myself being built, just existing in the hours, like they belong to me, because they do. They always did, I just kept letting them out. Nothing on the calendar, phone, somewhere I'm not the sun, doing what the sun does. Through the window I forgot to close. The kind of day that asks nothing, gives everything back, wide open, and I'm in it, finally in it, finally. Yeah, just this, yeah, yeah, yeah. No plans, just you, just this. You showed up with nothing particular to mine. I said coming like I've been expecting you, which in some way I always am. We made food out of whatever was left, which required negotiation and a little luck. Ended up better than anything we planned, which is usually how it goes with us. The afternoon had nowhere to be, so it stayed longer than afternoons normally do. We talked about everything sideways, never quite landing on a point, which was the whole point. No performance between us, no version of myself I have to maintain, just the comfortable weight of someone who already knows and shows up anyway. You're reading something on my couch, I'm doing nothing in particular. The music's low enough that neither of us had to choose it. Outside the city moves, and here it doesn't have to. This is what easy feels like, when you stop being surprised by it. We laughed at something neither of us could explain, after the kind that starts over every time you think it's done, leaving us breathless over absolutely nothing. You fell asleep mid-sentence, which I took as a compliment, meaning the room felt safe enough to stop performing consciousness. I watched the light change on the wall, thought about saying something, decided against it. Some moments explain themselves better in silence. No performance between us, no version of myself I have to maintain, just the comfortable weight of someone who already knows and shows up anyway. You're reading something on my couch, I'm doing nothing in particular. The music's low enough that neither of us had to choose it. Outside the city moves, and here it doesn't have to. This is what easy feels like, when you stop being surprised by it. I used to think connection needed occasion, something to mark it, something to prove it happened. Turns out it just needs a Tuesday, someone who doesn't need you to be anything other than exactly this. You're reading something on my couch, I'm doing nothing in particular. The music's slow enough that neither of us had to choose it. Outside the city moves, and here it doesn't have to. This is what easy feels like, when you stop being surprised by. Yeah. just it, just easy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Some memories don't hurt, they just glow from a distance. There was a summer with no particular shape, just days that opened up and let us in. We didn't know we were collecting things, receipts and songs and inside jokes that would outlast the season. I remember the drive back from North Pacific, windows down because the AC was broken and nobody cared. You were singing something you half knew the words to, which was somehow better than the real version. We were broke in a way that felt like freedom. Every decision small enough to be reversible. Nothing staked on anything, just the next hour and then the one after. I don't want it back, I just wanna hold it up to the light. Sometimes the way you do is something. You know you're lucky to have had it. Comes in like static from an old radio, warm and half familiar through the noise. Summer in a frequency I can't quite tune to, just close enough to hear your voice. The good kind of ache that doesn't ask for anything, just visits and reminds me that it happened. There's a photograph I don't need to look at, I've kept it somewhere in a body instead. The particular slant of afternoon in that apartment, the way the shadow fell across the floor at 5. We cooked badly and ate well, laughed at things that wouldn't translate, built a language out of references nobody else could follow. I think that's what I miss most, not the place or even the people exactly, but the frequency we found together, that specific channel that only existed then. I don't want it back, I just wanna hold it up to the light. Sometimes the way you do is something. You know you're lucky to have had it. Comes in like static from an old radio, warm and half familiar through the noise. Summer in a frequency I can't quite tune to, just close enough to hear your voice. The good kind of ache that doesn't ask for anything, just visits and reminds me that it happened. Gratitude is a strange thing, it arrives dressed as sadness sometimes. You think you're grieving until you realize you're just full of it. Everything that was still warm, still yours. Even now, even from here. It comes in like static from an old radio, warm and half familiar through the noise. Summer in a frequency I can't quite tune to, just close enough to hear your voice. The good kind of ache that doesn't ask for anything, just visits and reminds me that it happened. Still warm, still yours. Yeah. You didn't leave all at once, that's the thing. It was gradual, like a song, turning down. First it was a longer gap between the messages, nothing alarming, just a natural drift of two people living their own directions. Then the calls got shorter, not cold exactly, just efficient, like we both learned to say the necessary things and leave the rest for another noticed but didn't mention it, which I think you noticed too, and didn't mention either. And somewhere in that mutual silence was the answer we were both too gentle to say out loud. No argument to point to, no moment that divided things, just a slow and honest math of lives that stop adding up to the same number. I still think of you the way you think of a song you loved in a different year. Now we're longing, just with the particular warmth of something that was real and ran its course and left you better than it found you, without either of you planning it that way. I saw something last week that would've made you laugh. Held my phone for a second, then put it down, not with sadness, just with the recognition that some chapters close without a scene. Your name still lives in certain songs, certain corners of the city, certain unremarkable thirds that suddenly smell like 2 years ago. I don't polish these memories or put them away, I just let them sit the way old furniture sits, familiar, taking up the right amount of space. No argument to point to, no moment that divided things, just a slow and honest math of lives that stop adding up to the same number. I still think of you the way you think of a song you loved in a different year. Now we're longing, just with the particular warmth of something that was real and ran its course and left you better than it found you, without either of you planning it that way. Maybe that's what most love is, not the dramatic kind, just two people being good for each other for exactly as long as they were supposed to be. And then, with no villain and no one, just drifting back to their own orbits, carrying something they can't quite name but wouldn't give back. I still think of you the way you think of a song you loved in a different year. Now we're longing, just with the particular warmth of something that was real and ran its course and left you better than it found you, without either of you planning it that way. Better than it found you, yeah. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.